Hello and welcome to this short demo then on how to get captions on the big blue button. So I've got here a student and a teacher view. So just to reiterate, hi, I'm the teacher. So this is the teacher right here, and I am Mukhtar, the student. Okay, so the student view is the small screen on the top right hand corner that you can see. So there's a couple of rules then as to whether this will or will not work. So the first thing is that you must not use the upload option on BBB, so that will not work. So if we go onto the big blue button and we try and use this upload a presentation option, that is not going to work. You won't be able to get the subtitles. The second thing is then you must use the share screen option on BBB. Okay, put that in bold. So you must use the share screen option. So if we go back to BBB, this share screen option, you have to use that. So I'll share the screen and we'll choose to share the presentation. That will take us back to it. Third thing is then you must use PowerPoint. So as far as I'm concerned, only PowerPoint will work. And as you can see on the student view now, we can see the presentation. And finally, you must have the latest version of PowerPoint. So if you download Office, again, if there's any updates, it will automatically update it for you. Now, it's very simple. What we have to do is then start the presentation as you normally would, either by pressing F5, pressing this button down here, going into File, whatever you want to do. So we'll start the slideshow, and then you can see there's two screens. So the screen on the left, this is what you'll get, or the smaller screen. That's what you'll get if you are using two screens together. Okay. So if you're using two screens together, that's the screen you'll get, but I'll show you more about that later. For now, we'll just close this and keep the student's view open. Now, if we right click then onto the screen, so there's a couple of ways of doing this. If we right click onto the screen and press start subtitles, that will automatically start the subtitles for us. And there you have it, you've got subtitles on your big blue button. Now, you can play around with this a little bit. So if you go into subtitle settings and then press more settings, you can choose where you want the subtitles, so they can be overlaid, so over the screen, which I don't recommend, but I'll show you what it looks like anyway. There you go. So if you have writing down here or a picture, it might cut it off. You could also have the subtitles at the top. It could be overlaid again at the top. Again, don't recommend, you can see why not there. We can have it above the slide, which is okay, but I prefer it to be at the bottom because that's where people usually look for it. The second thing is then in the settings, if you have multiple microphones, you can choose which microphone you want to use. As you can see, I've got a couple there. And the third thing is, if you have a different accent, say like a more United States accent or a Canadian accent or an Indian accent or even Australian, you could have a go with these and see what comes up. And try it like that. There's also many different languages if you happen to be recording a different language. Okay, so we'll press OK to that. Yeah, so there's two ways of starting subtitles then. So let's just stop it again and show you. So you can either right click on the screen and press start subtitles, or if you don't want to do all of that and make it a bit more fluid so no one notices, there's a little button here at the bottom. Now if you press this button, that will automatically start the subtitles for you. So that is the subtitles button. Now the next bit then is for those of you that have two screens. So if we end the presentation, and then we start it again. So now the student view screen is going to be what you'll see on your second screen. There's a toggle subtitles button then on this student view screen. You might have to zoom in to see it. So if you press the toggle subtitles button, you will be able to start the subtitles. Okay. Same again, you could right click on that screen, and that way the students won't see what you're doing, so students don't actually get to see the screen depending on which screen you are sharing. There's a lot of benefits to having two screens, such as being able to see the next slide, etc., which usually makes you seem a lot more prepared. Thank you for watching this short guide, and I hope it's useful.